Now then, let's look at Ripper. Ripper recently just got his newest buff, but let's just talk about it here real quick. If we see on the bottom side of our screen, you're able to see two charges, like two semicolons there. Well, not colons, but you know what I mean. More or less, as we can see here, Ripper is now a chip damage hunter. When you perform a normal basic hit, you're able to see a fog blade here being produced as normal, same as before. You know, the same old Ripper. It's the same old Ripper that we actually know. However, now you can actually only just throw a chip damage towards the survivor here. As we do see, we have one bar ready. The second bar is just about to be ready here. But if we just press our OR button, if you can see it on the bottom right hand of your screen, that will be a very, very, very small fog pad here produced compared to the very big one that we just have. We can actually have a side-by-side comparison here between the big patch and the small patch. And as you can see here, this is way more obvious than this is. I think this is like around half of the effect as the actual normal Foggy Blade patch. So there is also that too. Now, not only that, I think there were some misunderstandings when it comes to Rippers too. Ripper actually does not have a button where he can open and where he can actually disable and re-enable his Foggy Blade. In a nutshell, no matter what you do, you will always throw these Foggy Blades out no matter what you do. For the time being, we are going to disable cooldown first. If you don't want the Foggy Blade to activate, it has to be a charge attack here. So as we see here, we charge attack. No Foggy Blade has been thrown out. We charge attack here. No Foggy Blade has been thrown out. We can also do it with the small Foggy Blade charge attack. So we press OR. That's no Foggy Blade there thrown out as well. So basically, as you can see here, no Foggy Blade will be thrown out as long as you do use the charge attack. So your charge attack is basically your, items to use in a nutshell. Now, not only that, right, I guess the good thing about Ripper is you do have that mini, you do have this one single chip damage hit that you can deal with. But that is what we're going to compare with right now. We're gonna do this on Doctor. So for now, Doctor, we have full bars, by the way, 2 bars. Let's hit Doctor once. And as you can see here, that is a chip damage there registered on the side of Doctor. We're gonna wait until we have our chip damage ready here. We do. Okay, we're gonna throw the small Foggy Blade. And that's a chip damage on towards that Doctor for the small Foggy Blade. So, from the side of Ripper, these actually deal damage, and the small ones actually do also at the same time. Let me reiterate this. Create a fog patch as well, which is pretty darn strong if I think about it myself too. Now, not only that, if we kind of change target, if we just go somewhere else where there is a shorter wall to play around. No, we can use a window. Let's go towards this window here. And basically what we're going to try and do here is, can the Foggy Blade go through walls? Right, I think we can use this one as an example. The normal Foggy Blade can go through walls just like that. We're gonna now try the chip damage Foggy Blade to see if the chip damage Foggy Blade can go through walls. So chip damage Foggy Blade, we're gonna throw it. And chip damage Foggy Blade also goes through walls as well. But like you can see the big difference between the two fog pads. One is slightly thinner than the other one. So if I just disable cooldown here, we'll see the difference here. So this is normal. And this is tiny chip damage. Actually, you know what? They do look the same, don't they? They do kind of look the same. Let's try it again here. So this is normal. And then we're going to throw the chip one over here. So normal looks really wide and fancy. The chip one also looks around the same. Did they do the same one? If they do the same one, that's interesting. On the description, it says it's a bit different, but I guess they both perform fog paths, which is good enough, I guess, at the end of the day. However, we still cannot forget one extra thing about Ripper. If we just teleport towards the survivor right now, and what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to tap OR. I'm going to tap OR. So what I want to do here is I'm going to turn off that. I'm going to tap OR where I don't release anything, right? And I just want a basic hit on towards Cordy. So I charge attack. That's a chip damage on Cordy. Ripper is now a chip damage hunter. Ripper is now a chip damage hunter. You can actually just perform chip damage on the survivors if you actually want to do so. This is probably really good for, like, I don't know, shell shock type survivors with the mini scale. Because this attack is really fast compared to this attack. I'm quite sure the chip damage attack is really fast, and this is also really smooth too, compared to this one. Right, but once again, we cannot forget, your charge attack does not throw out Foggy Blades. Your charge attack, genuinely speaking, does not throw out Foggy Blades. And we tried this one here, charge attack on this, does not throw out Foggy Blades at all. But realistically speaking, right, they're gonna add a new button for Ripper's chip damage hit. You cannot turn, you know, the Foggy Blades on and off, but if you charge attack hit, more or less, nothing will happen. And of course, just to recap at the end of the video too. So what's the biggest change for Ripper? The biggest change for Ripper is at the bottom side of our screen, we see two charges. We see two charges. If you use just one charge, it'll create a small fog path too, but it'll only deal chip damage on towards the survivor. So if we teleport towards another survivor, and we use, not Cordy, of course, if we teleport towards another survivor, use Mercenary as an example, your chip damage, where I press R, will throw a Foggy Blade out and it'll end up as a chip damage hit. And of course, for charge attack hit, oh well, not charge attack hit, but for double stacks, it will end up like this. So that's basically his attack, you know, his attack spiel. But not only that, right, it's also the fact that both this and the normal hit goes through the walls. So both Fog Blades go to the walls, so you can actually play mind games with the survivors as much as you want. And you know what? Not only that too, your Fog Blades does not come out if you charge attack hit with normal basic attack, and if you charge attack hit with chip basic attack. However, I guess there is also another question in mind as well, which is what if we chip damage hit alongside with using the Fog Blade and hitting the Doctor? It's only a single hit. It's only a single. Oh no, it's not only a single hit. Sorry, I did something wrong. So we're gonna try basic hit here instead. And it's just a single chip. Yeah, it's actually still just a single chip there, no matter what happens. So with that in mind, they actually take the Fog Blades, but they don't get injured. So don't forget about that too. Do not forget about that too. But that's gonna be it here from Ripper. Hopefully everyone enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next video.